Hello, Rory Stouder again. Today I'd like to share with you my top 9 books that have changed how I think and how I view the world in which I live. So first off, I'm going to tell you something that you may have trouble believing. You are as dumb as a caveman living 50,000 years ago. And the only way you can get smarter than that caveman is by absorbing the wisdom that so many took the time to record. Whether it be through reading or learning through a retelling of the information or story. So that's the only way you can stop being an idiot. Well, these 9 sources of wisdom are the ones that are at the top of my list. There will be other lists for different types of wisdom, but these 9 are the first that you should start with. So we'll start with Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. Why you should read this one? It's because groups of people need leaders, not managers. You need to know how to lead people effectively. It'll make not only your working relationships better, but your life better. So, book number 2, S.c.r.u.m by JJ Sutherland. Why you should read this? S.c.r.u.m is an approach to solving problems which is revolutionary. It can be applied to almost any problem in life, and instead of you competing against other people, you are then working with them to solve those problems in life. Book number 3, Influence by Dr. Robert Cialdini. Why? Because it's better to know when you're being manipulated than when you're not. You have usefulness there in the fact that someone can't take advantage of you. If you read this book, they have a lot harder time taking advantage of you. The Happiness Hypothesis. That's book number 4. Why you should read this? Because you need to know how you think, how to create happiness in your life through thinking, and that in itself will help you make better choices. Book number 5, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Why should you read this one? Because you should know how the banks are fucking you. Misbehaving by Richard Thaler. Why you should read this? Because you should know how the stock market and why the stock market does what it does. It's not for the reasons you think, and it's not necessarily the reasons that were laid out 200 years ago. So, read Misbehaving. Number 7, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Why should you read this book? Because it is wise to know ancient wisdom, for it's lasted way longer than the empire it was written in. So that in itself must mean that this wisdom is enduring. Why shouldn't you know it too? Alright, book number 8, The Lessons of History by Will and Ariel Durant. Now, you should read this book because history does repeat itself. And if you read this, then you'll know the future. Why wouldn't you want to know the future? And book number 9 is Managing Oneself by Peter F. Drucker. Why you should read this one? Because you probably suck at managing yourself, and you probably don't believe so. Read this book and fix the problems that you have. Alright. Thanks for this talk. I'll be releasing another. I enjoy your comments, questions. Hopefully I can answer them. I will see you in the next.